We're Monique and Dan Leha. We're from Watertown, Wisconsin. Together we have 3 children. Dominic is the one who was diagnosed with autism. The fun part about this diagnosis and this journey is that it's not like your kid has a broken arm. It's not like your kid was diagnosed with asthma or diabetes. Because when you get those types of diagnoses, you go to the next step. With autism, there is nothing like that. You are given your diagnosis and you're set along your way because it is a unique journey for everybody. Then you get the real rude awakening that is, I don't know how I'm gonna find out how to get resources to help my son.
It's a difficult thing to process through if you don't have education. Wait lists right now are discouraging. We still have wait lists, and it's been 8 years that we've been on this journey of trying to do therapy and things. It's tough.
When DJ was born, he had a lot of sensory issues. It was always pushed back that he didn't have autism, it was just sensory. It was a lot of sensory stuff. Well, then as we talked about it with his pediatrician at Children's, we ended up doing a genetic testing where we found out that he had a triple chromosome disorder, which ends up a lot of the kids out on the spectrum has this triple chromosome, which we had no idea about it at all.
We were having trouble with school and with getting accommodations and getting the kids to go to school. So we went ahead and got my 17-year-old diagnosed. But in going through the diagnosis process, I went through the process as well to make it easier for him. And I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder.
My name is Katie Keast, and I am the transition coordinator at the School District of Greendale. I currently work with all students, freshmen through the age of 21, and most of them do have autism. I work with getting them ready for their next steps after high school, whatever that path may be. Some of the biggest barriers I find with students with autism is their ability to find and obtain employment, and that is something that I really am trying to work on with them.
Currently, I teach Summit Place, which is our community-based 18 to 21 program. And I would say about half of my caseload have autism spectrum disorder, so we have a good amount that I work with.
I more recently have worked with a lot of families whose children are on the spectrum. That population is definitely growing, and so I've been trying to seek out more information so I can better support the families that I work with.
I find that our membership with the Autism Society has really benefited us in a couple of different ways. First way, for sure, the resource guide. It is my first stop that I go to whenever we are looking for a new resource or we're trying to find something.
It's just a great community. It's really nice to have people that I have shared experiences with. And I know when you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism, because we tend to be even more diverse than the general population, but everyone's also very accepting of that diversity.
Hi, I'm Adam. I was unofficially diagnosed when I was around 19. I've been part of the Autism Society for about 11 years now. Even though the resources are scarce, what we do have here is great. Because I don't have a lot of friends or family, it helps me connect to other people on the spectrum, and it also helps me connect to the community.
We tried a bunch of different things with Park and Rec, and he wasn't quite interested in, but then we got the flyer in the mail from the Autism Society about this special needs hockey team. And then we ended up doing it, and then he absolutely loved it. It's actually changed a lot because we got new friendships, we've gotten more experiences lately. And not having to worry that if he is going to have a meltdown, what's going to happen, because a lot of the parents already have the same experiences that we have.
We struggle as parents a lot. I go to Target and he makes really high noises or, stims, and that's not normal, right? But it's a normal for their world, it's not normal for a neurotypical world, right? And I would love those worlds to be the same.
Through the Autism Society, talking with other people and hearing other stories, I get a better sense of the broad range of experience. It's actually been really liberating for me because I had all kinds of labels applied to me, none of them complimentary, but knowing that I have this different neurology, I'm able to accommodate my own needs much better and give myself a lot more grace.
One of the things that we like about the Autism Society is that you guys have given us other opportunities to actually experience the community versus have to hide.
They've really built a lot of skills, a lot of new skills while working here, and they've really gained a lot of confidence in their ability to do this type of work and just to work in general.
I imagine a world where people with autism don't have a barrier. I could see and imagine them being able to be part of their community and not be judged. They are accepted no matter what their ability, no matter what their disability.
What I would hope happens is a world that there are specialists and resources available, that there aren't major wait lists, and that they aren't looked at like something's wrong if they're stimming, or they're just accepted.
If you were to look at my clothes, probably within the last, 5 years, I probably have something that says "Be Kind" on it. And if we would all be like that, people, instead of saying like, "What's wrong with him?" would actually be like, "How can I help?" instead.
When I imagine a world in which students with autism spectrum disorder are included and accepted, I imagine that my students are out and about doing their daily lives independently, and I see them working for a wide variety of employers in their community.
What it would look like is for all the children in all the schools being participants not only in the regular education classrooms, but in the other activities, the sports, the fine arts, the bands, the orchestras, the dances, and the families feeling that their children are really a part of all of those communities.
They want to be included. They don't want to be different.
When you can accommodate people based on their sensory needs, then you have more diversity, more accommodation for everybody's needs.
What it would look like is that we're accepted by society like any other group. That would mean a lot to me, and I know it would mean a lot to a lot of other people.